You have 7 points of principles of management. Just study 4 points because it is only for 4 marks. Just stick on to the part A, study only 4 chapters, you will get first class. You study 6 chapters, you get 88 marks distinction. You study 7 chapters and you get 100 on 100. Who is the father of scientific management? So you can write F.W. Taylor. It is a 1 mark question. Examination is a place where what you have studied will never come and what you have not studied will be the first question. Hello everybody, a warm welcome to one and all. I'm Abhilash Chandra from the Department of Commerce and Management in Vidhyaashram PU College, the Temple of Excellence. Welcome to all the students for the short questions which Vidhyaashram is doing it for all the students across the Karnataka who is writing the PU examination. That is on 22nd of April. Now what we are supposed to go with, that is, you need to understand that you need to have a notebook and a pen, and whichever question we are giving it to you, just jot down all the questions and read only those questions, and those questions will fetch you 100 marks. Let's go with the questions. What are the questions? Type of questions which you are supposed to prepare, and there are a few types of questions which you are not supposed to prepare, so don't break your head. Only 2 days is left for the examination, and this is exclusively only for you people from the Vidhyaashram College. Now before we go with the blueprint, let me just tell you here, students, I always appreciate people who go with smart way of learning because you are the future of India. Let's go with the first concept here. We have 2 days and we need to study. There are so many students. I can say that there are lakhs of students who have not even touched the textbook. This is for you people. Even with 2 days, you people can actually score more than 90 marks in the examination if you follow our videos, if you follow the blueprint, if you just understand the questions which we are giving it to you and just memorize those questions. Go to the YouTube channel and subscribe it and watch AC Sir videos in the playlist. In the playlist, I have done more than 120 videos only for you people. What is that you should do is just check the questions, go to the playlist, watch the concept, you will understand it and you will never forget it. I have given all the ACT, that is Abhilash Chandra tricks, only for you people. Let's go with the blueprint here. See, there are 8 chapters in the part A and 4 chapters are there in part B. Many of my students ask me a question, sir, should we study first chapter to the 12th chapter to score 100 on 100? My answer is no, you're not supposed to. Let's go with a smart way of learning, right? The thing is, you study only 5 chapters, you get more than 60 marks. You study the 7th chapter with the 5 chapters, you get 80 marks. You study 8 chapters without leaving the questions which I have told you. Now you'll get 100 on 100. Why? Because the PU board itself says that if we study 8 chapters, we will be getting 109 marks in the question paper. So 9 marks, let them take, still you get 100 on 100. So this is how the smart way of learning comes to play, where you're not supposed to go with the hard way of learning from the first chapter to the 12th chapter. This video is not for people who feel that I'll study from first chapter to the 12th chapter. This video is only for those who will go with the smart way of learning, students. Let's go with the part A here. That is VSA. That is called as very short answer, which is a 1 mark question. So I'll just write it here. This is a 1 mark question. Now SA in the sense short answer, that is 2 mark question. LA means long answers, which is 4 mark question. And the last one we have is EA, that is called essay type answers, which is 8 mark question. Here in this blueprint, I have not included POQ because at the end of the video, I'll be giving you the POQ questions, even POQ questions which I'll give you. Just study that, you'll get 10 on 10. So you can say that the paper which will come on 22nd April is already given to you before the paper is there. That means we as a Vidhyaashram family, we always think that the entire Karnataka students are all our students, and we are giving you this Why? Because we want you people to get used to the questions which will come in the examination. So I'll take 5 chapters, say any random chapters. I'll take, say, first chapter, I'll take third chapter, I'll take fifth chapter, I'll take seventh chapter. So randomly I have taken 4 chapters. With 4 chapters, how many marks I can get? I'll not study the entire 12 chapters. I'll study only 4 chapters because it's only 2 days left for the main examination. So here, how many marks I'll get? So I'll get here 15 marks, 9 marks, then I'll get 19 marks. Here I get 19 marks. Let's convert it, right? For your calculation, say 19 and 19 is 38. 38 plus 9, if you go with it, is 47. 47 plus 15, 47 plus 10 is 57, 57 plus 5 is 63. So here, 57 plus 5 is 62. So 62 marks I got only because I studied 4 chapters. See, understand? 4 chapters, 62 marks. This is what the video is for. The students who have not even touched the textbook, you don't know what your faculties have taught. You don't know what your faculties have taught. What is that you should do? 4 chapters, the questions, I'll give it to you. You study now, you will get 62 marks, first class. Sir, I want more than 80 marks. No issues. Take few more chapters. Now 62 is there. I'll take this chapter, 16. I'll take this chapter, 10. So 62 plus 10 plus 16. So here you got 72. Now 82 plus 6, in the sense you got 88 marks. This is, say, 88 marks. Who will give it to you? Just understand, 88 marks if I study only 6 chapters. So I'll study 6 chapters, I'll get 88 marks. So what am I supposed to get, or what am I supposed to do if I need 100 marks? Was very simple. 8 chapters are there. If you study, you will get 109 marks. So 8 chapters, you go with it. 100 on 100 you are getting. Still, we have not added POQ, boss. We have not added POQ. That means if you study 7 chapters with a POQ and you get 100 on 100. This video is only for those people who want to go with a smart way of learning. Let's go with the part B here. Now the part B says that there are 4 chapters. Now with the 4 chapters, what is that I'll do? I'll go with the marks here. See, this chapter alone, the 11th chapter, is 21 marks. If you study 11 and the 10th, 21 plus 15, you will pass. Only 2 chapters and you will pass. But I don't want you people to go with these kind of a concept. Just stick on to the part A, study only 4 chapters, you will get first class. You study 6 chapters, you get 88 marks distinction. You study 7 chapters and you get 100 on 100. Let's go with the same pattern here. I'll just erase it for you. See here, in part A, you are supposed to write 1 into 10 is equal to 10. Part B, 2 into 10 is equal to 20. Now part C, you are supposed to go with 4 into 7 is equal to, so you will be actually getting 28 marks. D is there, that is 8 into 4 is equal to 32. So how to study this? See, if you total it 8 chapters, you will be getting 11 questions, 11 marks. So 8 chapters, if you study, you get 10 on 10. Here if you go, you get 9 questions. So here you get 18. Now here LA you have, say here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 you have. Around you can write 7 questions. This is also pass. Here you have 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 1 is 6. There are 6 questions. You are supposed to write only 4. That means here also smart way of learning. Don't study any one chapter 8 mark question. Say you can skip this or you can skip this. Any one you are supposed you can skip, or you can skip these 2 chapters. If you skip, you can still write 4 questions. That is what you will be getting 32 marks. So this is how the smart way of teaching is, the smart way of learning is. Now that means you have 100% confidence that if you study only 8 chapters, you will get 100 marks. Plus we have something called part E, which is a POQ question. How this POQ question will be framed is, they'll take 3 chapters, they'll give you 1 POQ question. Here they'll give you 3 chapters, 1 more POQ question. 2 chapters and 1 POQ question, and the last is part B. In that, what you have is, here you have 4 chapters, from there 1 POQ question. So even if you don't study this, also not an issue. If you study 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it is too much for you people, but still you will get 10 on 10 in the POQ question. That is, sure, they have 5 into 2 is equal to 10. But they'll be giving you 4 questions. You are supposed to write only 2. In the part D, they'll be giving you 8 questions. You should write only 4. In the part C, they'll be giving you 14 questions. And you are supposed to write only 7. And here part A and part B, they'll be giving you 15 questions each. And you are supposed to write only 10. So this is the real blueprint which the DDPU has approved and they have given it to you people. And I want you people to go with these kind of learning abilities. Now here, the chapter wise, I'll be giving you the questions. Please make a note of all these questions. Study only these questions. From the first chapter, you'll be getting 1 4-mark question and 1 8-mark question. So here, if you study these 3 topics, 1 4-mark question, you will definitely get. So what is the questions here? Objective of management, importance of management, functions of management. Very easily, you people can go with. So what is this objective of management? You have 3, A, B, C. Organizational objective, personal objective, and then social objective. Start explaining it. You'll get objective of management for 4 marks. So the second question is importance of management, which you people already know. Functions of management. How to write this functions of management is very simple. You go with the 4th chapter name, 5th chapter, 6th chapter, 7th chapter, and 8th chapter name. If you go with the chapter names only, that is called the functions of management. 4th chapter is planning. 5th is organizing. 6th is staffing. 7th is directing. 8th is controlling. So this is the chapter names. If you write only the chapter names, that is called the functions of management. So 4 marks, 3 questions you need to prepare, you get 4 marks here. The same way you have 8-mark question. Pakka you will get a 8-mark question from the first chapter. What would be the question? They can ask you characteristics of management, management as an art and science, and characteristics and importance of coordination. If you study these 3 questions, you get a 8-mark question. So 8 plus 4, and now 2 marks and 1 marks, how you are supposed to go with. Within these questions only, they'll give you 2 marks as well as 1 mark. So this is what the first chapter 4-mark and 8-mark question will look like. Let's go with the second chapter, principles of management. Now from principles of management, you will be getting 2 4-mark questions. 2 4-mark question, please do understand here, you will get 2 4-mark question. Now what is that you should do is, there are 4 topics, study 4 topics, and you will be getting 8 marks from this chapter itself if you go with 4 marks. Plus you have a 2-mark question, you have a 1-mark question as well. So what is that you people can do? Here is a smart way of learning. A POQ question is also there in this chapter. At the end of the video, I'll explain it to you which are the chapters, which questions will you get in the main examination. The questions here is nature of principles of management, but they'll actually specify that 4 points only you are supposed to write. You have 7 points of principles of management. Just study 4 points because it is only for 4 marks. Significance of management, you have 6 points, but study only 4 points. Scientific management by F.W. Taylor. So the F.W. Taylor. Now what is that? You will get a 1-mark question is, who was the father of scientific management? So you can write F.W. Taylor. It is a 1-mark question. Next you have techniques of management. Now here also you need to only write the 4. It will come for 4 marks. Write only 4 points. Next chapter is business environment. If you are taking business environment and if you are studying here, students, there are 2 4-mark questions from this chapter. 2 4 marks. I'm giving you only 4 questions. Read 4 questions, get 2 4 marks. That is 2 into 4 is 8 marks. But what you people do is, you study only 2 questions. But what exam is? Exam definition, I'll just tell you. One of my faculty told me, Abraham Somprakash sir, he just told me that what do you mean by examination? Examination is a place where what you have studied will never come, and what you have not studied will be the first question. So economic environment in India, impact of government policy changes on business and industry. Please do study all the 4 questions. Please study so that you will get here 8 marks. You don't have any 8-mark question. You have 2 4-mark questions. So 4 into 2 is 8 marks. Next question here we have is the 4th chapter, planning. In planning, you don't have an 8-mark question. You have 4-mark question. So I'm giving you 4 questions. Study these questions. See, importance of planning and limitations of planning is very, very easy for you people to remember. Features and types is that there are 7 features, but study only 4 points. Types of plans is that study only 4 points. Explain it, you will get the entire marks from the planning chapter. Don't leave the planning chapter. It is very, very easy, and easily you people can score out of out in planning chapter itself. Next is organizing. This chapter is a very complicated chapter, but let me tell you here, it's only your Abhilash sir who has done this chapter, the simplest of the simplest. Please do watch the playlist from the Vidhyaashram channel, and there what happens is, I have given all the ACT, Abhilash Chandra tricks to remember the organizing chapter. From this chapter, you will be expecting a POQ question, which I'll be explaining it to you later. Now, importance of organizing, importance of delegation, importance of decentralization. This is for 4 marks. And from this chapter, you will be getting 8-mark question, but there are 2 8-mark questions, students. So what is a 2 8-mark question? In the sense that I have given you 3 questions which can come for 8 marks. If you study all these 3 questions, you can write 2 8-mark questions. That is, here only you get 8 marks plus 8 marks. That is your 16 marks from this 3 questions. Steps in process of organizing, types of organization, structure, formal and informal organization. If you go with these 3 questions, you get 16 marks very easily. Let's go with the 6th chapter, and the 6th chapter is staffing. From staffing, you will be getting 1 4-mark question and 1 8-mark question. So here, these are the 4-mark question. Process of selection, process of staffing, on the job and off the job training, recruitment. Recruitment is a POQ question. POQ question, sources of recruitment. But if you study these 3, now what will happen is you get a 4-mark plus 8-mark. So it is 12 marks you will be getting within these 3 questions. If you study process of selection, it can come for 8 marks. Process of staffing can come for 8 marks. On the job, if you get separate, it is for 4 marks. Off the job is 4 marks. So please prepare yourself for these type of questions. Staffing, never leave this chapter. Very easy for you people to understand. The 7th chapter is about directing. Now in directing, you get 1 4-mark question, but you also get 2 8-mark question. So 4-mark questions are like this: importance of directing, importance of motivation, qualities of good leader. Please understand this question, quality of good leader. This question will definitely come in the examination. Communication, they're gonna give it to you, but in communication what happens is it's a 8-mark question. Communication is a 8-mark question where you have 2 questions: barriers to communication and how to overcome the barriers of communication. If you study those 2 questions, you will get 1 8-mark question from communication. And if you go with the 1 more 8-mark question of directing, you can expect importance of directing or importance of motivation. Importance of motivation is for 4 marks, and this is for, say, 8 marks. So from this chapter, you will be getting a 4-mark question 1 and 8-mark question, there are 2. So that means here you have 20 marks if you study these 4 questions, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is how you people need to score. And apart from these questions, I have thought something for you people, that is from the directing chapter, you may get financial and non-financial incentives as well as communication, which is for 8 marks each. So here 8 marks you can expect, here 8 marks you people can expect. So study these two. Now when you go with communication, I told you barriers to communication and how to overcome the barriers of communication. There are 2 questions. If you go with it, you will definitely get 8 marks plus 8 marks, and as well as you will have a 4-mark question. The last chapter is a controlling chapter, which I've taken because from controlling chapter you get 2 4-mark questions. So you have 2 4-mark questions. Study 4 questions, you will get 4 marks plus 4 marks. So it is, say, 8 marks is what you people will be getting it, students. So this is the entire process which I want you people to know that. See the blueprint once again and get back to me if you have any doubts. And thank you so much for listening. And if you like the video, please do share the video, comment it, and I'm always there with you people. I'll see you when I see you. Thank you.